The focal point of this evidence is the state that Muhammad, peace be upon him, established. Now we will tell you about two general rules. 1. The establishment and growth of a state is extremely slow. It is almost like a person being born and raised. He crawls for a very long time, stands up, then he slowly walks. After that, he accelerates his steps and runs. 2. It is necessary for a newly established state to grow and strengthen in order to defeat big states. It takes a long time. Suppose that you saw a person who overturned these rules, established a state, and this newly established state grew up in very short time, challenged the whole world, and make the bigger states obey him. What would you say if you saw such a person? You would probably look at him in amazement and say that he was a wonderful person, for only a very special person could do this. Not everyone could do it. Now, let us look at Muhammad, peace be upon him. The state he established occupied the entire Arabian Peninsula in 10 years, during the period of the rightly guided caliphs. It expanded more. During the period of Umayyads, it reached to Spain from the north of Africa and to Afghanistan in the east. We said that the establishment and growth of a state was extremely slow. He was not a king nor a ruler. In his case, which he began alone, he was expelled from Makkah, his hometown. He had to take refuge in Medina with a handful of Muslims. He did not advance by being supported by an existing state and power like the kings that established great states and empires. It is among the evidences of his prophethood that he established a great state in a short time with the help of Allah, and that this state defeated big and rooted states in a way that had not been seen in history. Now we will mention the state that Muhammad, peace be upon him, formed in 10 years. This person spent 13 years of his prophethood in Makkah, inviting people to believe in Allah. Later on, when pressures in Makkah increased, he migrated to Medina. He had spent 10 years of his life in Medina. Now we will present you the account of these 10 years in items. Listen carefully. In the first year of the migration, he established the Medina city-state in Medina. With this state, he formed an area of friendship with the tribes living in the region between Medina and the Red Sea, especially with the tribe of Juhayna. In the second year of the migration, these relationships spread to the southern and southwestern regions of Medina as a result of the defense agreements made with the sons of Damra. In the same year, he organized an expedition under his own command to Karkaratul Kudur, on the land of the tribes of Sulaim and the Gastafon in the east of Medina. In the third year of the migration, he organized several military expeditions to the region of Nejd, Zatur Rika, Karade, and the places around them in the east of Medina. In the fourth year of the migration, he organized several expeditions to the region of Faid in Nejd, further east. In the fifth year of the migration, he organized an expedition to the region of Jumetul Jandal in the northernmost part of Arabia and against sons of Mustalik in the Muraysi region, which is not very far from Makkah. When these tribes became Muslims, the Islamic country expanded up to the borders of Makkah. In the sixth year of the migration, he organized several expeditions to the region of Najd in the east of Medina. In addition, he organized an expedition each to Usfan and Kural Gamin, which are in the immediate vicinity of Makkah. In the seventh year of the migration, Khaybar, Vadil Quda, and the Fadek Plains in the north of Medina were also included in the Islamic land. Many more military expeditions were organized to Najd. Bahrain, and Oman regions, which lie to the east and southeast of the peninsula, were also included in the land of the Islamic State. In the 8th year of the migration, Makkah and Tihama, which were in the south on the coast of the Red Sea, were conquered. Many military expeditions were organized to the Palestinian land, including cities like Mu'tah and Zat Atla. In the 9th year of the migration, Yemen, which is in the south of the region, and cities like Makna, Eile, Jarba, and Azrul in the north, extending from Dumatul Jandal to Palestine, were included in the borders of the country. This year became known as Amul Wufud, Year of Envoys. Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, accepted the delegations coming from all over Arabia separately. When the southern part of Iraq and some parts of Palestine were conquered, the conquest of the peninsula were completed. In the 10th year of the migration, some mountainous regions extending from Yemen to Aden were completely and definitely dominated. During the farewell Hajj in Makkah, Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, addressed more than 120,000 Muslims coming from various parts of Arabia. In the 3rd month of the 11th year of the migration, Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, passed away. Pay attention to the fact that the Arabian Peninsula has a surface area of 3 million kilometers. When it is considered that the conquest movement realized by Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, was completed within a period of 10 years, it means an average of 821 kilometers of land was conquered per day. Yes, this person conquered some land of about 821 kilometers per day and included that land in the borders of the Islamic State. Is there anyone else in this world who achieved such a big success? Perhaps some great kings and rulers may come to your mind, but there is a very important point that should not be overlooked. Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, was not a king nor a ruler. He did not become the head of an existing state, and he did not conquer those places with a military force that he found ready. Who made such great conquests in such a short time and included about 821 kilometers of land per day in his country, though he was not a king nor a ruler? Can you show anyone other than Muhammad, peace be upon him, who was able to do this in history? How did his state grow so fast and expand, though the establishment and growth of a state is very slow? There is one more important point that should not be overlooked. Establishing a state does not mean expanding the soil only. Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, did not only conquer the countries, but also won hearts, taking the supreme justice and high ethics of Islam to the places where he went. Therefore, the state he established did not decline when he died. On the contrary, it grew more and expanded by following the Quran. It is gradual for a state to be established in a very short time, to defeat the big states and to come to a position to rule the world. It depends on time. It is not possible from the point of the laws of Allah. Then the founder of this state can only be a prophet who possesses extraordinary qualities and is always helped by Allah. For it is an extraordinary thing and contrary to the laws of Allah for a materially and spiritually dominant state to be established in such a very short time and to dominate the previously big states. It is a miracle that the Islamic State that Muhammad, peace be upon him, established in the era of bliss, grew up in a short period of time and defeated the two great powers of time, the Sassanid, and the Byzantine empires, and it proves the truthfulness of the Islamic State. Perhaps you have never heard and do not know what we're talking about. The common point of those who deny him is their ignorance. If they did a bit of research on him and knew him a little, they would soon give up their thought about him. See how scientists who studied him a little point out this feature of him. Lamartine, the French writer and poet, states the following about Muhammad, peace be upon him. Muhammad is a thinker, preacher, friend, lawmaker, struggler, conqueror of ideas, restorer of rational beliefs, the terminator of worshipping pictures and idols, the founder of 20 earthly states and 1 spiritual state. Could we ever think that there could be someone greater than Muhammad according to all of the criteria used to identify a person's greatness? W. Thomas Carlyle, the great Scottish historian, says, "How can a man unite the tribes that fight each other and nomads that travel in the form of a strong and contemporary community on his own and in a period of time less than 20 years?" They did a little research and were amazed by the size of the state that Muhammad, peace be upon him, formed in such a short time. And they declared that there was nothing like it within history. Now, can you only say intelligent about this person? If he had not been a prophet of Allah, could he have done this great act on his own and conquered some lands of 821 kilometers per day? Remember that you accepted 2 rules in the first place. 1. The establishment and growth of a state is extremely slow. 2. It takes a lot of time for a newly established state to overcome the great states, and it takes place gradually. Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, eliminated these rules. He conquered an average of 821 kilometers of land per day while he lived. Yes, it takes a lot of time for a newly established state to dominate an old state that penetrated into the spirit of a nation. Is it not the extraordinariness of Muhammad, peace be upon him, that enabled him to defeat and dominate the great states of the world materially and spiritually, and to maintain and continue it?